Okay, here's the before. The during, I'm here in my bathroom trying to get myself some pretty privileged benefits. It's spring in LA. It feels like spring. And that always gives me the motivation to go out and meet people and make friends so that I don't spend another summer sitting home by myself while my housemate goes out and lives his life and has fun, spends time with his friends. I never do that. And spring always brings that feeling. You know, after cocooning away for the nice freezing cold winter in LA and being cozy at home, I'm ready, I think, to venture out now and then. I've been walking James a lot lately and noticing that a lot of people, particularly younger people, maybe in their 30s, 40s, are walking their dogs and just looking effortlessly stylish. You know, like they just threw something on, but it looks super cool. And meanwhile, I'm walking around looking like a clown. Mismatched clothing, big fuzzy socks with Adidas slides, and 10 layers of bulky sweaters that don't coordinate whatsoever. A crazy big knit cap. And I mean, when I look at myself in the mirror, I think, is that somebody that I would see and really want to know more about? Would I want to be friends with that person? And I know personality is more important than looks. But looks are the first thing that a person will see about you, will notice, even without you saying a word. And why not give yourself the best advantage? So this is my reminder. Words, I can't think of words. This is my reminder to you to, if you've let yourself go over the winter, it's time to freshen up. I've been doing the smoothies in the morning, lots of fruit. I've also been stopping eating for the day at least 2 or 3 hours before going to bed. And it seems to be helping with my puffy belly, my puffy face. I'm 60 now. Ooh, in about 3 months, I'll be 61. And I mean, that's still relatively young, right? I mean, if people live to 80, my grandfather lived to 92. I'm just a child compared to that. So, not ready to give up yet. And I hope that you aren't either, no matter what age you are, even if you are 90. I've seen some very stylish elderly people in LA. There's a certain type of person I see sometimes in LA. They are, you can tell they are from a different generation. They're from a different time. Their youth was spent during those days when men used to wear suits everywhere and a hat. And women would wear a dress and stockings and nice shoes and present themselves well, even if they're just walking down the street to go get groceries. And I see them sometimes, and I always smile. They make me smile. They make me happy. Do you see all the dust flying around? Flying around in my bathroom? Oh. Yeah, so let's go. Let's achieve our goals. Let's all get our share of the pretty privilege that's out there. And don't let yourself go. We're going to see in a moment if this looks better or worse. Sometimes I think the white beard, the salt and pepper beard is better than the faux coloring. But we'll see in a moment. And after, don't I look as fresh as a springtime flower? Okay, I'm going to get dressed and go to Home Depot. I've got a couple projects I want to do around the house. You never know when a potential suitor might decide to come over and have some tea. Hello, I put on clothes. They're not the best clothes, but at least they're clothes. And it looks like I made somewhat of an effort. Unfortunately, we have some staining from the hair color, which is quite noticeable. So future husbands may not like that. The future husbands that will be at Home Depot today. I'm looking for some paint for this wall. And I'm looking for some plants for my backyard. My little sad backyard with the broken fence. But the fence is getting fixed soon, I have been told. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that one. And let's go to Home Depot. I just passed on the street, on the sidewalk, a well-dressed elderly gentleman, and he looked me in the eye, smiled, and said, "Hello. My plan is working already." Plants, 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 as far as the eye can see. Ah, goals. Someday, having a partner that wants to go look at plants at Home Depot with me. Fun, fun, fun. I love it. I love it. What is up with these weird, colorful succulents? This has got to be artificial, right? Artificially colored. Let me know if you know. I'm very curious. And just like that, no plants at Home Depot, but I got my paint samples. I walked past this place on the way home, and it reminded me of this. Lucifer's and Starbucks used to be a restaurant, and I went to a comedy show there once, a stand-up comedy show with this guy that I met somewhere. I don't remember where I met him, but he was a stand-up comic, and he did a show there, and it was so embarrassing. I felt so bad for him because he was the least funny one of all. And then after after the show ended, we kind of lost touch. I'm not sure why. I think maybe he was embarrassed, or I lost any type of attraction to him because I saw him perform comedy and fail. I know that's sort of mean, but yeah, memories. LA memories. James. James, did you miss me? You did! I knew it! I missed you too. Why aren't you looking at me? That was a longer walk than I remember. My feet are killing me. I did not buy any plants. I didn't see anything that really stood out to me. I have a plant that I bought yesterday at Trader Joe's, and I repotted it, and it looks very architectural and beautiful, and I'm kind of going for more plants along that line. So there was nothing really that I wanted. So I didn't buy anything, didn't force it. I did see a gay couple, a couple of gentlemen, older gentlemen, who were talking to the salesperson and said they were moving to Portland. And something about the vibe, they didn't really give off happy vibes. And it made me think, just because, I say I want a partner, and maybe I'm behind in life because I'm 60 and I don't have a partner, and some people have been partnered for many years. And it reminds me that just because you're partnered doesn't mean you're happy. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean it's fulfilling, or that it hasn't outlived its usefulness. I do think that some relationships are meant to be short-term. Not every relationship is meant to be long-term. And just because you're with someone for a long time doesn't mean that you're happy together, or that it's fulfilling any needs in you any longer. I mean, it could be. Helicopter. I saw an interview recently with Lady Gaga talking about how her next phase in life is to become a mother and focus on having children and raising a family and empowering her children to follow their dreams. And I thought that was kind of beautiful. It's kind of cool that she's accomplished so much, and her next goal is to move into a different phase of life, a motherhood phase of life, family-based phase of life. And that's wonderful, but it doesn't make anyone else's accomplishments any less. I think of couples and people who've been very successful in their careers, and I tend to immediately think, well, I'm a huge failure. But then I remember I have survived all my mental issues, all my emotional traumas, all my social anxieties and shyness, and I'm still surviving, I'm still striving, and I'm still working on making my life better and healing myself. And that's an accomplishment. And it's just a different accomplishment than other people. So remember that what you've accomplished, it might be judged by the world as not valuable, but it is valuable. It's your story. Helicopters, whirly birds, whirling around, making noise. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going. It's never too late, If you're still alive, it's never too late. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time.